Hey, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing and comparing 3 different cleansers from the very popular skincare line CeraVe. And you're probably familiar with at least one of these cleansers. They're really simple, effective, they're good value. You can get it at the drugstore, so it's pretty accessible. Unless they're sold out, which they're often sold out at my drugstore. So the 3 cleansers I'm going to be comparing are the Hydrating Cleanser, the Foaming Facial Cleanser, and the newest one, the Hydrating Cream-to-Foam Cleanser. And then I'm going to be doing a test for all of these on how well they remove makeup, so stay tuned for that. So let's start with the Hydrating Cleanser. So the Hydrating Cleanser, in my experience, is the most gentle out of the 3. It's a gel-like, non-lathering cleanser. The second ingredient is glycerin, so you know it's quite hydrating. And the 4th, 5th, and 6th ingredients are the 3 types of ceramides. And then about 1/3 of the way down on the ingredient list is hyaluronic acid. So I like that these key ingredients are really high up on the ingredient list. This glides onto your skin really easily. It feels nice, hydrating, and cooling on the skin. So I really like this as a morning cleanse. I rarely use it in the evening because it doesn't remove makeup. And after I rinse this off, my skin feels really soothed and refreshed. It doesn't feel tight at all. It definitely does feel hydrated. It's super gentle, super basic, and I would recommend this for definitely dry skin types, sensitive skin types, and normal skin. And if you don't have any makeup on and you just want like a light, gentle cleanse, this is really great for that. And now let's go on to the second cleanser that I introduced into my skincare collection, and that's the Foaming Facial Cleanser. And this one says it's for normal to oily skin, and the tagline is it restores the skin's moisture barrier with ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. And niacinamide is vitamin B3, and it's really good at controlling oil and calming down inflammation and soothing the skin. Like, it's a lovely ingredient, and it's in a lot of skincare products nowadays. And this one, it comes out clear, like a clear gel, and when you mix it together in your hands with water, it does foam up into a gentle lather. And when I rinse it off, I find my skin sometimes feels a little bit dry, especially if I'm using a lot of actives like retinoid, which I am right now. So this is actually a little bit too drying for me right now. So you'll see when I show you the texture of this that my bottle kind of got really weird and watery. I don't know if it's because I left it in my shower and like water kind of got in through the cap there. It's still foamed and it still cleansed my skin, but it's definitely not the same as when I first got it, and it was a bit of a thicker gel. Your bottle should be fine, but mine is just a little bit old and it's kind of on its last legs. If you have oily combination skin, acne prone skin, and you like having a cleanser that leaves your skin feeling really deep cleaned without irritating it, this is a good option. Okay, now let's talk about the Hydrating Cream-to-Foam Cleanser. And this is the newest one that they released. It's quickly become one of my favorite cleansers in my collection, not just among my CeraVe cleansers, but just in general. And this one is labeled for normal to dry skin. It has 3 essential ceramides, amino acids, and hyaluronic acid. I can just use this as my makeup remover and my cleanser. First, pumping a pump into my hands and massaging it into dry skin. And I do that to really break down the makeup. And then I add a bit of water and it'll turn like a really, really rich foam. And that further helps to break down the makeup. And then when I rinse it off, my skin feels really good. And then just for good measure, I go in and do that one more time. And at this point, my skin is wet. So then I'll just kind of go in and use it as a normal cleanser, foam it up in my hands, and then massage it. When I do that, my skin feels incredible. Like, it feels really hydrated and cleansed, and I don't feel like any makeup or sunscreen residue is still hanging out on my face. It actually has salicylic acid in here, and salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid that helps to break down the oil in your pores, and that is really great if you have acne prone skin or if you're prone to clogged pores and blackheads, which I am. So I typically use this only in the evenings. I don't reach for this in the mornings. Now I want to do a test to see how well each of these actually remove makeup. Keep in mind though that the Cream to Foam Cleanser is the only one that claims that it removes makeup. This one says it removes dirt, oil, and makeup, but it's not like the biggest like claim. And the hydrating one, it doesn't say anything about makeup. So it doesn't claim to do it, and I will show you that it doesn't remove makeup. Okay, on my hand, I have on a cream blush, a concealer down the middle, it's the brow gel, and I rubbed it all over my hand and kind of blended out the product there. Then I'm just gonna take a powder and set down the makeup like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take each of the 3 cleansers, and one by one, I'm gonna rub it into my skin, first on dry skin for about 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds actually. And then I'm gonna rinse it off, and then we're gonna do it again on wet skin, another 30 seconds with the same cleanser, and then I'm gonna rinse it off. And then I'm gonna take a cotton pad and take some Bioderma and rub it on my clean skin and see how much makeup is left on the cotton pad. Okay, so let's start with the hydrating cleanser. So that's after 1 rinse, and I'm gonna do it one more time. Some of the Bioderma and soak the cotton pad, and then I'm gonna remove the remaining makeup. And oh my goodness, you can see there is a lot of makeup on that cotton pad. So yeah, the hydrating cleanser does not remove makeup very well, but again, it doesn't claim to. So that's why I love this as a morning cleanse, not so much an evening cleanse. We're gonna go in with the Foaming Facial Cleanser, and this one does say that it removes makeup. Some foam going. Already off the bat, it removed a lot of the makeup that's on my hand. So let's do the cotton pad test. There is some makeup still left on it, not as much as the first cotton round. And last but not least, we're going to be using the Hydrating Cream-to-Foam Cleanser. And as you can see, its main claim is that it removes makeup. Cream to foam. And then we're going to rinse it off. So there's the first rinse. All the brow product is gone, the concealer is gone, but a bit of that waxy cream blush is still there. Okay, and there it is. The cream blush that I applied over here, it's a pretty stubborn product because it's pretty waxy. So it's hard to get rid of everything without like an oil-based cleanser. But yeah, here's how the cleanser did. So it's not 100%, but I would say it did much better than the other two. So let's compare it side by side. Here are the 3 cotton pads. And the cream to foam, again, it doesn't get everything off, but if you're wearing like really light makeup or just like sunscreen and a bit of concealer or something like that, it will do a pretty good job. Okay, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful if you're in the market for a cleanser and you've been eyeing the CeraVe ones. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.